Hello guys, thank you so much for stopping by. You are welcome to my channel. As always, my name is Ajala and I appreciate that you want to spend some time with me. If this is your first time of stopping by, please subscribe, give me a like, give me a comment. I'd really appreciate it, and join my channel. So today we're going to talk about an email that one of my subscribers sent to me, and she was asking my opinion on what she should do, and the email is a bit long, so I won't be able to read all of it. But from the essence of what she said in the email is that she's married. She has been married for the past 8 months, and she has not been able to consummate the marriage because the husband cannot sustain an erection for more than 2 minutes. And so we're dealing with a 2 minute man, and this is a very important topic. This is something I would have laughed if it was offline, but we're talking about something very serious. So the man cannot sustain an erection for more than 2 minutes, if at all. Okay, so and then again, from what she said, the man is divorced. So he had a wife before, and then he divorced that wife and married her. So she married him again without her husband's consent. So I think these are the main issues. Sorry, without her family's consent, and therefore she doesn't really know how to go back to her family to talk. And what do I think? So I think that from these issues that she has said, the question she's asking, one is if there's a solution to this problem of erectile dysfunction, because the one has a severe case of erectile dysfunction. She said that okay, let me see. She says that sometimes they could spend up to an hour trying to get an erection, and when it finally comes, it doesn't stay for up to 2 minutes. And they've been to the hospital as well, and even when they give them drugs, the drugs do not work. I don't really know. So I actually spoke with a doctor about this one before I came to do this video. So I would like to answer 3 questions in this vlog today. Number 1, how much of your partner's past should you investigate? Okay, should you, if he has an ex, if he's married, should you take any information you hear from his ex, from the people in his past? Can you use that to judge him? And then when it comes to matters of sex, how much sex is good sex? I think these are the issues. And then again, should you marry without your family's consent? These are the issues that I think she raised, because she married him against her family's wishes. The man, she didn't really do any investigation. And this is a lady who is normally soft-spoken. So number 1 question, before you even get married, how much of your partner's ex, because we do that a lot in Africa. When somebody is getting married, you want to go and find out about his past. And well, I'm not going to condemn that practice. It's a practice that I highly encourage, okay? Because the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. So the fact that he was divorced, and that's what I'm going to tell you if you are listening to me, my dear, the fact that somebody is divorced does not necessarily mean that that person is a bad person. Okay, so yes, the dynamics for marrying somebody who is divorced is different from somebody who has never been married. If you are getting married to somebody who is divorced, and if you are dating or marrying him, one of the first things you have to understand is that being divorced in itself is not a crime, but it is very important for you to find out the cause of the divorce. What is it that made the man's wife or the woman's husband to leave her? Because like I said earlier, the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. Okay, so therefore find out from other people that know him, especially neutral sources. How much information can you find out from the person's ex? It depends. It depends on if the ex is bitter. Some people are so bitter that they don't want to ever see their partner happy again, their former partners being happy again. So if the partner is not bitter, she has moved on with her life and she's having a good life, then you can try and find out from her. But you have to take everything she says with a pinch of salt. There are other neutral parties. Okay, there are other neutral parties that you can find out from. But if you find an ex that is neutral or has moved on, and you know, for someone like me now, I've even done it before. I have given information about my ex, about an ex I have, to the person he was currently dating and marrying. I told her good things about him because he was really a good person. Okay, so you have to measure whatever that ex is telling you with his character. Okay, place all of them together. Okay, it is important for you to do that so that you will determine whether you know this person well enough or not. You know, there's something we say that if you see a rat coming out of a hole to enter inside hot water, you know that what is chasing him is hotter than the hot water that is entering inside. Okay, therefore find out what happened to the marriage. Okay, it could be that he's the person who was severely toxic and she could not stand it. Or it could also be that the marriage failed him. He gave his very, very best to the marriage and it didn't work out. And that's why they had to part ways. Okay, so make sure that the ex is not a bitter ex before you go and do anything with her. Number 2, sex in marriage. It is very, very important, because when congee starts, oh my god, frankly speaking, okay, so from what she even said in the story, how she later on found out that the reason why the first wife left him was because he was not even having an erection at all, and that was why she left him. So you see, in this lady's case now, had it been she had gone to listen to the ex, she had found out anything about the ex, at least she would have known that this one has erection issues. But from what I spoke about with the doctor, it is not totally incurable. Yes, it takes a lot of work, and for the most part, when a man is having issues with erectile dysfunction, it starts from his head. Okay, so they should see a doctor, and that was the advice I gave to her. If you are listening to me and you are in that position where you are being accused of being a 2-minute man, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, I'm going to leave a link in the description. If you would like to talk to me directly, I'll leave you a link in the description so that we can talk, and I will tell you the best advice that I will give you considering your own peculiar circumstances. But I want you to understand that it is not totally incurable. Okay, for the most part it is in your head, and if they work on your psychology, the next thing they're going to work on again is putting you on drugs. Okay, so there are some people that psychology cannot just cure. You know, when they do a little counseling and it doesn't work for them, then you put them on drugs. And then the third thing that she said again that I would like to advise very, very strongly against, if you are listening to me, is marrying without your family's support and consent. It is very, very important that you do that. Make sure that whoever you are going to marry, you marry the person with your family's support. Do you understand me? Because marriage is a very tough institution, whether for men or for women. It's very, very tough. It's not child's play. Those who are outside, they think we're just inside this marriage having sex. Marriage is about bills, because when you have sex, something is going to come after it, and it is bills. You have responsibilities to in-laws, you have responsibilities to your spouse, you have responsibilities to the neighbors, to the children that are going to come. It is not child's play. You need as much support as you can. And this lady now, one of the issues she's having is that she cannot go back to her family and say this, because a lot of them had told her that she's not going to find it funny, and now she believes that if she goes back, they're going to tell her, hey, we told you, you were warned, that kind of thing. So it is very important that you have a support system. Anybody who wants to isolate you from your family, okay, is a red flag. It's a huge red flag that I think you should be aware of. So please, if you are listening to me and anybody is advising you to go on with a marriage against your family's wishes, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, always try to see the things that what are the reasons why these people don't want me to marry him. Because more importantly, the thing is like this: you are in love with this man, so you are, or in love with this woman, so you are not seeing as clearly. They say loving eyes can never see, and it's true. So you're not seeing as clearly as your relatives, your aunties, who love you very much and they want the best for you, right? So they are not in love with him. So those red flags that you are not seeing, that you are seeing and you're thinking it's just his personal quirk, it's just her personal quirk, no, I can take it. Your auntie is seeing it. She has seen more life than you, therefore she knows that this is a red flag and she wants to protect you from it. Okay, so my dear subscriber, I hope I have answered your point for you. If you are willing to work on your marriage, I think you should go and see a doctor so that people will talk more about the erectile dysfunction matter, because I don't know how I'm going to tell you to stay in a marriage where your sexual needs are not being met until you have given your very, very best to it and it doesn't work before you think of other options. It is important also that you only talk to an ex. Only talk to your husband's ex if you are very sure that she is neutral. Let it not be that there's one bitter lady somewhere you are going to come, she will give her chance to scatter your relationship. Don't do that. I hope I have made your I have answered your points. Let me know in the description, or you can email me again if you are happy with my answer. I'd really, really appreciate it. And for those of you who were listening to me, if you agree with these points I have said, let me know in the comment section. I'd like to know your opinion. As always, remember to like, comment, and let's see again in my next video. I love you all. Have a nice day. Bye bye.